You are welcome to W.M.N channel. I am going to tell you how to register an electronic government procurement system in Sri Lanka. As a vendor. First of all, I will tell you some potential benefit for registering an electronic government procurement to a vendors in Sri Lanka. Access to opportunities. Access to a centralized platform where government agencies post their procurement opportunities. This allows vendors to be aware of potential contracts and bid on them. Transparency. Electronic procurement systems often enhance transparency in the procurement process. Vendors can have visibility into the entire procurement cycle, from the announcement of opportunities to the awarding of contracts. Time and cost savings. Reducing the time and effort required for both vendors and government agencies. Efficiency. Automated processes in electronic procurement systems can improve overall efficiency. Equal opportunity. The electronic procurement system aims to provide equal opportunities for all registered vendors. Documentation management. Making it easier for vendors to submit and manage the required documentation for their bids. Vendor profile management. Vendors can create and manage their profiles within the electronic system. Notification alerts. Vendors can receive timely alerts and notifications about new procurement opportunities, changes in requirements, and updates in the procurement process. Vendor registration. All the vendors who wish to use the EGP system have to register with the system. In the menu bar, select Registration from the menu bar. Select Vendor. Now the vendor will be directed to the vendor registration page. The vendor will have to fill in the form display. Business Registration Authority. Select the name of the institution, company registrar, foreign, government affiliated, local government body that issued the business registration certificate from the drop-down list. Business registration number. Enter business registration number as stated in the business registration certificate. Type of organization. Select the type of organization from the drop-down displayed. If the type of the business is not listed, you can select the other from the list. Business name. Enter the name of the business as stated in the business registration certificate. Registered address. Enter the address of the business as stated in the business registration certificate. National identity card number. Enter a 10-digit X123456789V or 12-digit X199812345678 valid national identity card number (NIC). Phone number. Enter a valid phone number with 9 digits without 0. Example, 9477 x times x times x times x, 9471 xxxx. Email. Enter an active email address. This email will be used by the EGP system to send emails in the future. Website. Enter the URL of the business website only if there is a website for the organization. Nature of the business. Select the nature of business from the drop-down. You are allowed to select multiple natures from the drop-down. Interested geographical business areas. Select one or more geographical business areas according to the interest. Click on the E-Update Business Area button. From the pop-up screen appears select the areas, click Submit button. Value of procurement for email notifications. The vendor is required to enter the value of the procurement in Sri Lankan rupees millions. You can select only one option. Up to. Between. Above. According to the value entered, the EGP system will notify new procurements to the vendor through emails/SMS according to the amounts entered. Documents attached. You can attach any relevant document in portable document format, PDF license/CEDA registration/accreditation documents if there are any. By pressing the Choose File button you can browse and choose the document. Give a title to each document attached. The vendor can upload multiple documents if required. Terms of use. You are required to tick the checkbox if you agree to the terms of use of the EGP system to continue with the registration. Finally, after filling the registration form, click the I'm not a robot box. Click Register button. Registration vendor payment. Once you complete with the vendor registration, you will be directed to the vendor registration fee payment page. The registration fee will be displayed. You will be provided with a transaction number for the payment process. There are 3 payment methods optional as below. Either you can select By cash. Deposit directly to the bank and upload the slip. By credit cards. Currently you can only pay by credit cards. Select the preferred payment method. Click Continue button. Payment terms. You will next be directed to the Payment Terms page. Click Accept and Proceed button. Promise payment. Then you can enter your credit card details. Card number, enter your 16-digit number of the credit card. Expiry month/year, enter the expiry month, and the year, of the credit card as required format. Cardholder name, enter the name as appears on the credit card. Security code, enter the 3-digit number next to the authorized signature which is on the back of the credit card. Click Pay Now, and the screen will be displayed as in where the payment is being processed. Once the request is processed, enter the one-time password, OTP received to your mobile phone as an SMS. Payment receipt for the vendor registration. If OTP is correct, you will be directed to payment receipt for a successful vendor registration. Email received after successful payment. After the payment is successful, the vendor will receive an email which contains details of the registration. This will be an automated email and you cannot reply to this email. Logging into the system as a registered vendor. After the successful registration on the vendor's part, if the administrator enables the vendor account, an email will be sent to the address associated to the account containing the login credentials, username and the password. Vendor profile. After logging into the system as a vendor, you will see the dashboard. CPV code selection. CPV, common procurement vocabulary. It is mandatory to select at least one CPV code. Go to the vendor profile and select Services and Goods CPV tab. Select the CPV codes and click a Submit button.
Thank you very much. Watch this video. We will meet again with another video. Don't forget subscribe and like to the video. Now you can register under this system and get the benefits I mentioned earlier.